everyone, welcome to Dream Factory. This is Nivedita Shanmugam. So today's guest of the show is a person who is multi-talented, hard worker and achieved all of her dreams. She left her small opportunity to go to Bangladesh and achieved something even bigger. Be tuned to watch our show with Mrs. Shanika Hewage. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe and don't forget to comment. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Dream Factory. Today we are here with Mrs. Shanika Hewage, a very hardworking and a multi-talented person. Ma'am, would you like to describe about yourself?
Yes, I am Shanika Hewage, as you said, and I am working as an administrative assistant at the Embassy of Brazil in Colombo. And I'm coming from family with three older brothers, so being the youngest. I grew up with a lot of love. And yeah, my birth town is Matale. So now I'm living in Colombo, but originally from Matale.
Thank you
So
so
yeah,
much.
that's a little bit.
Thank you so much. So what is your biggest dream? Have you achieved it? And what made you achieve it? I mean, like, what are the steps that you had to achieve it?
Well, yeah, actually, you can say that I have reached the first stage of my dream. Because it was my dream to work in a foreign mission. When I was young, I was so passionate about foreign missions because my father used to work in INGOs, including United Nations. So that was my biggest dream. And my first step to getting into that dream was learning English
Yeah.
properly. And I wanted to talk very nice. So yeah, that was when in my early ages, I used to watch a lot of English news, and then I wanted to talk like them. So yeah, that's where I started. And then luckily, life blessed me with education towards that path also. So it took me some time actually in my life to reach even the first stage of my dream, but I never gave up. So I focused my education towards that part, and then everything came as a blessing in my life. And then I have reached the first stage of my dream, and now my next dream is to climb up the hierarchy. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Thank you so much. I was actually like inspired by your English. I was actually like when you were talking, that accent is like so damn beautiful. I just loved it.
Oh yeah, let's go with the second.
How do you stay motivated when you're faced with obstacles? And what were the setbacks on your journey towards your dream?
So yeah, life is never a smooth straight line. So it's all about obstacles and how you overcome them. And me in my younger life had very less obstacles because I was the youngest and I had a family with a lot of love. I grew up with a lot of love, but when I stepped out of my little world to the real world, I faced a lot of obstacles. But what I did was actually to try and find an opportunity in every obstacle. Like I took it as a challenge. So I like challenges. So I took it as a challenge, and then I wanted to find a way to overcome it and then move past it. So it's not that every time I succeeded passing it. There were times that I had to go through it and I had to hit the rock bottom of my life. But I saw obstacles as like hidden, like, what do you say that? As a blessing in disguise. So I never gave up. I took every obstacle as a challenge, and then I I embraced it. I went through it. So that's about my obstacle overcoming ability.
That was actually wonderful. So, can you share a personal achievement that you once considered which was like impossible for you to, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a schoolgirl, and I'm going to answer this question actually. Um, right now I'm 37 years old, but education took a little longer than I expected in my life to finish. So recently I started this diploma in diplomacy and world affairs in the Bandaranaike International Diplomatic Training Institute. So it's an impossibility to get a distinction in that diploma because the marking scheme is very difficult and very tough.
Okay.
So I never thought I will be able to achieve a distinction, but um, I learned to work smarter than working harder. I mean, I'm a hard worker. I'm
Yeah.
dedicated to my work. So with studies and my work and my household work and everything, I find very little time. So that's why I never expected I would get a distinction in any module. But I used to listen to a lot of YouTube videos about diplomacy and world politics while I'm cooking, while I'm cleaning, and that's how I put information into my head, and then I could write a very good answer. So for the last module, I could achieve a distinction, which I talk as an impossibility for my life, given the many challenges that I have every day in my life. So yeah, that's my recent achievement and impossibility actually, but I made it possible.
Yes.
But overall, I believe if you work hard and if you work smart and if you keep at it and if you put your heart and soul into it, I don't think anything is impossible.
That's actually
Even luck
true.
would turn in your
Yes.
way. Yeah.
So the experience you learned from it?
Work smarter than harder. Like
Yeah.
it always gets you somewhere. Maybe not exactly to the goal that you are targeting to, but at least very close to it. So working smarter is what I learned.
What role does goal setting play in your life?
Oh, this is very interesting actually. Uh, so goal setting was the one that helped me to come along my life until this moment, because I'd like to take an example for this actually. So when you are given an assignment, you're given a deadline. So if
Yes.
you don't have a deadline, you are never going to work on your assignment. That's the human nature. So if you take your life goals as assignments, and if you give your own self a deadline, you would work for it. And you would feel bad if you can't achieve that timeline. You can't finish that work within the timeline. So that's what I did. So at the moment, as we speak, I have given myself timelines. So deadlines for my life, like you have to finish this course by this time, and then you have to move forward to the other step by this time, and then you have to get like that. Just so goal setting, like having a plan in your life,
Yes.
that helps you to go high up every day. And without a plan, I don't think anybody can achieve anything at all, unless the life showers you with like luck and then blessings and all that.
Yes.
Even then, there is a time where you have to work for yourself. So you have to have a plan, you have to have a goal, and you have to have deadlines in your life. And that would make your path easier, and that would make your path clearer and more straightforward and easier to actually follow through the timelines. And then even before you know it, you will be there at your goal. So yeah, that helped me a lot.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, we are all humans, right? We would have self-doubt and the fear of failure. So, how did you overcome that to achieve your ambitious goal?
Okay. Yes, as human beings, we are full of emotions. So
Yes.
I have self-doubt too sometimes. But to be honest, in my life, I have hit the rock bottom of my life. So there were times that I didn't know what else to do. There were times that I sit down and think, what am I going to do next?
Mm.
And I had self-doubt. Am I capable of doing this? Can I do this? Will I be able to? I mean, what will if I fail? So I took rock bottom as a blessing again, because there was no other place that I can fall down from a rock bottom. So I stood up on the rock bottom. So that again sort of goes back to another question that I answered previously.
Yes.
So every time when I had self-doubt, what I did was I looked back uh, of the path at the path that I came through so far, and I was actually proud of myself. You know, I have achieved this much. Oh wow, you've done this and you've achieved this much. So every time I sat and then I pat myself, like, you're good to go, you can do this. So I sort of motivated myself. Um, and also, there were times actually where, as a human being, I needed a break.
Yeah.
So I took a break, and then maybe I had a new haircut. Maybe I went out with my friends and had a day off. So that again gave me some hope in my life. So every time I fell down, I looked back, I lifted myself up again and patted myself. You have done so much, and then you can do it further. So never give up. So that was my thing. And I always found something to be happy about, even a tiny little thing to be happy about. Every time I failed, every time I felt, every time I thought that I can't go past this, I try to find something happy. I try to keep myself happy about the situation I am in. So yeah, that inspired me all the time, and it gave me hope.
Yes. So you motivated yourself and encourage yourself. So,
Of
ma'am,
course.
like, did you have to make any like sacrifices to achieve your goals, your dreams?
Um, yes, there are sacrifices that I've made, mostly in my personal life, but I'd rather talk about other dreams that I had to sacrifice to come to my bigger dream. So there was this one time I actually, after my advanced level examinations, I started following social work degree. So then I had very clear plan that I'm going to do psychology, and then I'm going to specialize in child psychology, and I had a very clear plan. But then my father, when that was the moment where I got a scholarship to go to Bangladesh and studying in the Asian University for Women, which was an amazing turn of events in my life. So when I was not ready to give up on my smaller dream of becoming a child psychologist, my father, um, he reminded me of that. Do you want to be an international woman, or just to live your life like this? And then it kicked me like, no, I wanted to work in a foreign mission. I want to become an international woman, and then I want to work big. So this is not my path. So I gave up my little dream of becoming a child psychologist to become an international woman, and then to achieve my bigger goal. So let's say that was a sacrifice I made, but until today, I don't regret that.
Yes,
I'm
that's
happy that I
wonderful.
made that sacrifice, because looking at the place that it has brought me today, I'm happy I made that sacrifice.
Who was your role model to dream big and why?
Oh, this is the tricky question. Um, I don't have a role model in my academic and work life, to be honest. Because there's no any character that I can give out a name saying she or he is my role model. Um, I always think of like my immediate goal. So for example, I'll tell you, like, now I have reached my immediate goal of working in an international mission, foreign mission. So now my next goal is to go up one step of the ladder. So it's not that any character or anything, but life motivates me. Life keeps on motivating me. Like, you can do better. You have to go up there. And then, but there are so many people who inspired me on my way. starting from my mother. My mother is she's not out there working like us, but she was very emotionally intelligent. So I take my mother as a role model in my life, like regular life as a human being, and how I should be in my life to be kind to others, and then how, like, she's the role model of my life, not in my career path or not in my goal, but in my goal, my career path, I have met a lot of people who inspired me every single step of the way. So there is no one person that I can name, like, this is my role model, but I have so many role models on my path, and I'm learning from them, and I'm following through the steps. Let's see how far I can go.
I would love. I am hoping that you would go like far. How do you ensure that your dreams align with your values and your passion?
It all depends on you. It When you are following a dream, um, you have to be very conscious about yourself, like your values. You should never lower your standards to achieve a goal. You should never give up on your values to achieve a goal. You should never do that, because when you achieve the goal, you will be regretting a lot of things. And then you will have lost yourself already when you reach the goal. That shouldn't happen. So uh, there are incidences in my life, my career path, uh, which didn't suit my passion or which didn't suit my values. So I stood up for myself. I had to speak up. I had to speak up and say, this is not my thing. This is not what I signed up for. And I'm not going to keep my mouth shut and accept it. No. So every time that something came across which didn't suit my the way that I see my life, the way that I value myself, and the standards that I have, and the policies I have in my life, it's all on you. You can follow through a path to your goal while adjusting yourself, um, to stand up for yourself. And then when your values are getting challenged, you have to speak up. You have to speak up for yourself, and then you have to stand up. So it's never that you are adjusting your path according to the values. It's you are I mean yeah it's not that you're changing your path or changing your values to the path. It's just you're changing the path to your values, more like that. Like, you should never change your values or your standards
Yes.
or the way of your life. You also always can achieve a goal while having your values intact. You don't have to lose them at any point.
Okay. In what ways has being a part of a supportive community helped you into pursue your dreams?
Oh wow. My family. Without my family, I don't know how I would go this far. So to start with my parents, um, may their souls rest in peace, who supported me throughout my life, even now. They were my biggest inspirations and they were my biggest supports. And my father was the one who actually suggested me to open up to the real world when I was 19 years old. And this is actually an interesting story. My father used to give us a book on every one of our birthdays, me and my three brothers. So yeah, my father gave me a book called The Third Eye by Tuesday Lobsang Rampa, who's a Lama, and it was a true story. And he wrote a little note. He used to write a note in every book that he gave us. So in that he said, now you're 19 years old, and I hope this book will open your third eye to the world. So, and after that, he never gave me a book, but he opened my life up to the real world. And from there, I started my journey. And until this date, my 3 brothers, my 3 sister-in-laws, and my son um, are the biggest strength in my life. And I'm working and I'm trying to achieve my goals, and I'm working above and beyond my capacity for them. Because without them, I would be nothing. And when you talk about community, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a big community around me, but the few that I had were true friends and who truly wanted to see me succeed. So they were backing me up all the time. And I'm really grateful for them, grateful to them, and then to my family. With a family like that and with a fan club like that, friends, you can go anywhere. Sky is the limit. So yeah, I had support, and then I thank them till this date.
They always say that family is the biggest backbone behind you, and that is
Yes,
true.
they are the backbone actually.
Yes. So, what advice would you give to someone who is like hesitant to pursue their dreams?
Oh, don't hesitate. Dream big.
Yeah.
Um, Never give up dreaming, because the best example is me. Because as I said, when I was 19, I thought I will reach my goal at least by 25 years of age, or latest 27. Um, but no, life gave me enough obstacles to keep me occupied, and it took me 36 years to actually reach my goal. But I don't regret anything in my life. I take everything, every single one of them, as a blessing in disguise. So, and I'm truly grateful for everything that happened. So, the only advice I have to give to anyone out there who's not pursuing, who is hesitant to pursue their dreams, is don't. Because it's your life and you have to live it the way you want. So never give up dreaming, dream big. And when you achieve one dream, it's okay to have another dream. Just try and achieve it. Meanwhile, enjoy your life. It's not to suffer, it's to
Yes.
enjoy. So there will be times where you have to be sad, where you will lose, you will fall. But it's just like the song of Miley Cyrus. It's not what's in the other side of the mountain, it's the
Mm.
climb.
Yes.
So you have to climb the mountain to see what's the other side.
On the other
But
side.
enjoy the climb, never give up, enjoy the climb, and take every obstacle as an opportunity and as a challenge. And don't give up your values or standards when on the path of going to achieve your life. Be yourself, be honest, be authentic. And if somebody says that you can't do this, go in front of the mirror, say, no, you can.
Yeah.
You are able, you deserve this. So enjoy the life, but never give up on your dreams. That's what
You would tell.
keeps your life going. Yeah.
So, as they
So
say,
yeah,
dream
enjoy
big
and
and
be
achieve
happy.
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, me, for example, I reached the first stage of my dream, I call it.
Yeah.
I could end it from here, right? Like I wanted to work in a foreign mission. I'm working in a foreign mission, so I'm done and dusted. No, there is a hierarchy that you
Yes.
have to go up. So, and I enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy it. So enjoy, live your life, dream big. Sky is the limit.
Yes. Thank you for the wonderful information. It was fun having this interview with you.
It was fun having this talk with you too. Thank you so
Yes.
much for inviting me. And then I'm so grateful to you
It
too.
was
And then I wish you
inspiring and
very good luck.
motivating.
I wish you very good luck in
Thank you so
everything
much.
that is coming in.
I wish you the best too. Thank you, ma'am. Let's end it off
Thank
from
you.
here.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay.